Greg the Carpenter here. Hey, today let's talk about an irregular pitch roof system. A split pitch roof system known by many names. Now, this is where you have steeper sides and running front to back you have a lower pitch. Many reasons for this. You can make the sides steeper and put a nice bonus room in there. It's got nice curb appeal. There's many different reasons and many functions for an irregular pitch roof system. So with that being said, let's dive into it. So with an irregular pitch roof system, the first thing that you have to determine is your overhang around your whole house. You want to make it the same, because if you're dealing with a irregular pitch roof system, you're dealing with a custom house. Okay, so make the overhangs the same all the way around it. So let's just call it 17.5 inches around the entire perimeter. Let's give it some values. Let's put it on a 12 and 12 pitch on the sides, and on the front and the back, let's put it on a lower pitch. Let's put it on an 8 and 12. The first thing that you have to do is you have to find the difference in the height so you can put a buildup on that high pitch side where your rafters are going to sit. That's the first thing that you start. And you start from the carnish all the way from your finished product all the way back to your rough framing on your overhang. So let's call it 17.5 inches. I would encourage everyone to get a roof framer's Bible, because it is very detailed and you can learn a lot from this. Very detailed information. The Roof Framer's Bible, a complete pocket reference to roof framing, by Barry D. Muscle. You can find these books on Amazon really cheap. It's going to tell you what type of roofs they are. But let's get to the fun part. Let's get to an irregular pitch roof system. Right there. See how your hip is sitting on the wall right here and it's offset? This is why you need a good reference manual. If we look at this illustration right here, we see that the lower roof right here is an 8 and 12 pitch. But we're going to make it a steeper pitch. We're going to put it on a 12 and 12 pitch roof system here, which is going to make the steeper roof. But running front to back right here, we're going to keep it on that same 8 and 12 pitch. So on your overhang right here's your rough framing right here. From right here to the outside of your finished material, we're going to call it 17.5 inches on the 12 and 12 pitch and the 8 and 12 pitch. So right here's a little drawing. Don't knock me for my drawing abilities. They're not very good. But we're showing a hip rafter right here, a king rafter right here, another hip rafter, and we've got the common rafters for the lower pitch, which is a 8 and 12, and this is the steeper side at 12 and 12. We got a 17.5 inch overhang on both sides. So just make yourself two columns right here, one for the 8 pitch and one for the 12 pitch. So what you're trying to find right now is the buildup on that high pitch side right there. So let's run these numbers right here. And mainly we're just looking for the rise number. And that will tell us the buildup, okay? But you're going to need that run number, and you're going to need that diagonal number for this high pitch side, okay? So this is your variable right here. So just break out your calculator, 17 inch, 1/2 on a run, 8 inch pitch. That's going to give you 11 and 11/16 on a rise for your low pitch. Write it down. 11 and 11/16 And like I say, you don't need the numbers for the run or the diagonal for the lower pitch. You just need them for the high pitch. So let's run the numbers for the 12 and 12 pitch. And automatically it's going to give us 17 and a half. So write that number down, 17 and a half inch. Go ahead and get your run. You got that. Your diagonal. You got that. Just write all these numbers down, okay? Take your 17 and a half inches for your high pitch side, minus your low pitch rise number. That's going to give you 5 and 13/16 on a build up on top of the high side wall. Now just remember, you're going to be building it up with 2x4s. So we've got 6 inches minus that number right there. That's going to leave you 3/16 of an inch. And you've got to do something with it. This whole thing is your variables on a irregular pitch roof system, a split pitch roof system, whatever you want to call it. All you're going to do is get your pattern ready. This is going to be a 12 and 12 pitch right here. You're just going to come in here, and to compensate for those 4 2x4s, because you built it up 6 inches, you've got to take out 3/16 of an inch on this seat cut right here. So just take 3/16 of an inch out of your seat cut. Or option number 2, you can go to your lower pitch and you can add that 3/16 to your height above your plate, okay? Both on your 12 pitch and your 8 pitch, you're going to have the same exact height above plate, okay? And that is how you figure up the height above plate and your buildup on your high pitch rafter for your irregular pitch roof systems. Because you have got to build it up for everything to match correctly. Now that we have this established, this is your variable, okay? Now that we've got that, we can start working on this right here. We've got a 12 and 12 pitch roof system here, a 8 and 12 pitch roof system running front to back right here, okay? Now we can start giving it some numbers, okay? From the rough framing to right there. And then also, to figure up our ridge right here, we'll go from rough framing all the way to right here. And we'll throw some values in the next video. But that's what I'm talking about. Just use a calculator or a framing square to figure up your overhangs and your buildup on your high pitch side first, going from finished material all the way back to your rough framing. That is exactly where you start, at the very bottom on these irregular pitch roof systems.